Hey, my name is Adam Moore. I'm a multi-age teacher, grades 1 through 3 at Agner Hurt. This year my team applied for a Shannon grant, a level 2 grant, for our garden to table project. Now this might not be a new concept, however it's kind of been a dream of mine and my team to have this garden project for years, and in the spring we were able to, with students and families, build these huge 12 foot by 4 foot garden beds. So now that the summer's come and the vegetables are all grown, we're going to go out and organize and plan out and price out tools we need, garden shed, a hose caddy, compost bins, rain barrels, the whole gamut that comes along with it. We're really excited about it. We're going to involve the kids in all the steps along the way, whether it's from planning to weeding and building and harvesting, and then preparing in our kitchens. Our goal is to use these funds also to buy plates and silverware and cutlery and cutting boards to have our kids involved in the preparation of healthy recipes that we can share throughout the school. We're also going to have some parents come in and help with preparations and recipes too. So it's a whole community-wide piece, and thanks to the Shannon grant we were able to make this happen. So thank you.
So we decided to apply for the grant because we didn't have enough materials to work with the number of kids that we wanted to help for our outreach for our robotics club. So we decided to write a grant, and it took a long time because it was a pretty long grant, but basically I decided what materials I needed to buy, and then tried to come up with like our mission statement and what exactly we needed all of these things to help other kids learn about robotics and just STEM in general. So then with the help of a couple other people, we wrote this grant for $5,000.
The grant for the Robotics Club will, first of all, we were missing a lot of materials last year. We couldn't build certain parts of robots just because we didn't have the right stuff. Also, a lot of things were really old, and the grant will help us replace those old things with a lot of the cool new equipment, and then help us get a lot of the stuff we didn't have.
I think that the grant will help robotics reach out to the younger generation of kids who will join robotics and kind of like make it more of a community effort. I think that all the grant will help us reach more people than we have before, and probably helping people who just don't have access to these different technologies.
So applying for the grant was an interesting process. Really what we ended up doing was, the grant is run by my high schoolers and they're running it for middle schoolers. So it's going to do a lot for them. It gives them a chance to organize, to manage, to work with the other students, and to just take on leadership roles in terms of organizing everything that we're going to do for the kids. And it gave them some new avenues to explore.
The opportunity came to apply for the grant, and we're so thankful for the Shannon Foundation for allowing us this opportunity for the students to really have the ability to immerse themselves in the 3D world. And by looking into the 3D world, they could use these virtual reality goggles so that they could take virtual field trips, perhaps maybe going to the Great Wall of China, perhaps looking into biomes for science, or perhaps maybe even looking at roller coasters for the laws of motion and force and so on. So we plan on using it for that, as well as looking into having a 3D camera that will allow students to create their own films in virtual reality.
Our hope is that our students will be able to increase their competencies as a global citizen through the use of the VR technology and the virtual field trips.